Okay, this is Frank Mascarina and my explanation of God through science in the relation of the Trinity and triangle or the pyramid and the situation with Orion and my figurations and findings uh, that come from God. By knowing God exists, knowing He is a reality, not just a state of mind or something in our hearts or a guide for us to follow through the Bible. He has a one-on-one relationship with me for over 5 years now. His existence is pretty undeniable. I could never agree with atheists. I can understand them. I can understand certain scientists, but I can't agree with them or I'd be lying because I know him. It's crazy once you gain a relationship with him because you realize he's real, and what used to be a coincidence, those are no longer, those don't exist to me no more. That's him saying, he's watching me. It's weird because I showed one girl that he exists, and she freaked out. She couldn't take it. She was walking up and down the street, and to this day she will deny that ever happened, and that's very stupid because hell is very real. But people don't fear hell. They don't believe it exists. They don't fear God. They don't respect the thing that Jesus did for us. I do. So here's my situation. This is my first finding right here, and this was wrong. I thought I had it right there, 3 and 1, but these kept bothering me. So I went over and I refigured them. But the ancients built these pyramids from these stars, and they used the stars as a blueprint. I'll show you exactly how they did it and why they did it. Okay, so here is this is what I figured. Okay, a triangle, a pyramid is a form of government. Everything has a government. The leader would be at the top. So there's a queen, there's ants, and it went back to these because these are the oldest living governmental type of situations that have been around since the dinosaurs. Like, so ants, bees, there's a kingdom, there's a nation, the president, lower class. I mean, there's things way in between, but this just gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. Lion, pride, cubs, down to cubs, alpha, wolves, pups, down to pups, body, soul, organs, bones, limbs. You can live without some of your limbs, your bones. You can live without your arm bones. Your organs are very important, but your soul is pretty much what is the most important. And okay, so a solar system, a star, Earth, Jupiter, Pluto. The tip of it would be the it's not, you know what I mean. It's a government type of system is what I'm trying to come at. That's the leader, the star. Parents, family. Okay, parents, teens, juvenile, baby. Let's see, life. God, archangels, angels, down to humans. So in mathematics, the centimeters are lined up with the millimeters, and they equal sevens. Okay, so 49, 7 times 7 is 49 millimeters. So centimeters, so it goes over to millimeters. So also the same thing over here, 7 goes to 7 but the one funny thing, it goes from 7 inches goes to 177.7. Okay, now, so this is kind of what I'm talking about right here. It's pretty crazy. You can see right there what I'm talking about, like 7. It's kind of, it's pretty interesting. But no matter what, like, so if you were to do the thing of 7770, then it doesn't matter if it's millimeters, centimeters, inches. If it's 7770, it's going to carry on that distance through space, trillions of miles away from each other, but it'll be 77 trillion miles away from each other and 70 trillion miles away from each other. Get what I'm saying? I'll show you. Okay, so like, here's the Orion. Here's Orion. I'll show you something. That doesn't look like Orion, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. There's Orion right there. So there's Orion right there. Okay. So that's what Orion looks like. That's how they're situated right there, the pyramids. Now that's kind of like an idea. That's a 7770 right there. 77 up there, 77 right there, millimeters, and 77 centimeters is one way of doing that. I don't think that one is. That one isn't. But they're still in that equation. You can blow up the situation to where it meets it all. I'll show you. Okay, now that's different. Now this is what I'm talking about. There's Orion belt and sword. So you got the 7770. Okay, so in this pyramid, one of the 70s is down, and that's the sides that's up. You can do the same thing if you just blow up the thing on the screen. It'll still go to 70s no matter what. So that's the big one. That's the millimeters. That's the middle one. It points to its location, and this is the small one. So in this situation, it's 77 centimeters, 77 millimeters. But over here, it's 77, 77, 49 millimeters, but that's 7 times 7 equals 79. So I'm not making these things up. This is from these parts right here, and I'll show you. This is, it's pretty interesting how you can do these things. Okay, now on Mars, they found this situation right here that's exactly like Giza. Okay, now this planet has been dead for billions or hundreds of millions, a billion, whatever so years ago. Those were active volcanoes. Okay, at that point in time, scientists are saying that they think intelligent extraterrestrials situated that right there. Okay, now come on. I mean, an extraterrestrial is going to have a body like us. How are they going to situate something like that? And at the time at the time that these were active, Orion wasn't the same as it is today. So, but Orion is exactly like that now. So even at the point that the Egyptians built these, the Orion was still looks the same as today, but they're traveling a far distance from each other, every star, every day. But the thing is from a distance, they stay put. So who has the ability to do that, or the purpose to do that would only be God. That would point back to God. But I know this for sure. So so right there, you got the same thing. Okay, so and my point is, these are so far away, and that's a long far away from, you know what I mean. But it's the same mathematics as over there. That could be million or thousands of miles away from each other. That's only whatever a mile, whatever, a few hundred yards, whatever. But my point is it's the same. It equals the same. That shows the difference right there. Okay, so this is this is so this so this right here is proof right here. Okay, so right there, you got that part right there, and so I'll show you something. That's centimeters, right? Okay, so 77 centimeters right there. On this star, it goes from 70 to 77 to the end of the star. So that's proof right there. Okay, now watch this. 77 centimeters. This would be 70 millimeters about. From the beginning of that star to that one, it's 70. Okay. Now this one is 77. Right there. Okay. So and then right here. So what you get is, and then right here, it's 7. It's about approximately close to 7 inches. Yep, close 7 inches. Okay, right there. Okay, right there. You see where that's at? The edge of that, and then the top of that is 7 inches. That is the exact. These are exact replicas of that right there. So you get that cross in the middle. Now, doesn't that seem kind of funny? Look how perfect that cross is right there. And the funny thing is about this is this little star right here lines right up and it makes it just right. Okay, now 7. There's a cross right there, 7 inches. Okay, now here's the thing I think is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. The 3 in 1, the triangle from that government situation I was talking about. This is kind of what it looks like. But most people, when you look at that, you don't see these things. You don't see this, so you're not, people that don't believe in God or don't know Him, a lot of scientists aren't going to be able to find these things. They're not going to find them. I, on the other hand, I knew what I was looking for. I knew exactly what to look for. So that's what I had to do. So the word Trinity, it says, okay, the condition of being three or threefold, a set of 3 persons or things that form a unit. The union of the 3 divine persons, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, so that's my explanation of God through science. It's undeniable. Those stars were situated by intelligence. How's an alien going to drag a star millions of miles away and then let it just take off on its own with the tow truck? No, that's not going to happen. What's the purpose of this right here? This is God showing us a message. The reason I do these things is because I know how serious life is. When I first realized that God exists, it blew my mind. And not only that, but I thought, wow, we're not here on vacation, obviously. And then I had some real serious thinking to do, and ever since then, it's been a journey. Life doesn't get perfect, or I struggle. Believe me, I struggled going through this. I was mad at him for not, like I was just getting. It's a father to son relationship. We're all his children. It's crazy. I'm from the hood. I mean, like, so I've been to prison. I've done, but I'm no better than anybody. And nobody's better than me. The way I see it, I don't care how much money you got. I don't really. We're all subject to heaven or hell. So the thing is I care about people. So I have to show these things in order to try to save as many people as I want. The ones that won't admit it, and more, peace out. Good luck. More power to you. I tried. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right. I gotta go. Frank Mascareña. So from Billings, Montana, and this is what I have to do to show you that I love you.